Jonah? Hello? Anybody here? Hello?
Maybe they called it off.
There's no note.
You should just go back into town, get a room at the old motel, get a good night's sleep, and show up at the wedding tomorrow.
Why are you being so immature about this? These are our friends.
I know, but it's creepy being all together again in this house after all this time.
Last New Year's. That's like, what, 6 months ago?
Yeah, but not in this house, not with him. It's been over 10 years.
I really don't think you should worry about it, honey. It's almost funny to watch you get so worked up over seeing harmless little Jonah again. I mean, just think of the nerve it must have taken to invite us all back here. He's probably off sick to his stomach somewhere.
We'll say we broke down and had to stop for the night. We'll still have the reception and wedding to see everyone. No one's feelings will be hurt. No one will even know.
I'll know.
Alex.
Ted.
I didn't think anyone was here.
I was just basking at the rock. Hi.
Well, don't you two look cute as ever together?
So do you. Look, together. You're in amazing shape.
Thanks.
So has anyone actually talked to him?
No, just the letter.
Saying?
Saying that he'd gotten his hands in the old camp for the summer, and the 4 of us were invited up for the wedding.
I said the same thing.
I don't understand why he'd want to see us again after all this time.
Relax, Ted. We're back. Just let yourself be a kid again for the weekend.
It still feels the same here. It's peaceful. I can't wait till it gets dark and the stars come out.
I used to love to wander around this place in the middle of the night. That's how I lost my innocence.
You were never innocent.
Oh, yes, I was. I didn't get damaged until the night I walked in on your parents' fucking bed.
Did not.
No, I didn't. But your parents once walked in on me fucking.
Who?
Myself.
What time is Rachel coming?
She might not even come. I called her last week, and she said that she was having a rough time getting over a breakup, and it might depress her too much to hear the vows. The vows of death, she called them.
I can't do anything right. I can't do anything right. Well, I can't do anything right. I can't do anything right.
Ted, would you mind? I'm beginning to burn.
You never burn out.
What?
How could he have known?
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
I thought you told your mom not to tell anyone.
I did. Your mom must have told him.
No, my mom knows how to keep a secret.
Are you calling my mom a gossip?
And I'm saying is, my family's not the one with discretion issues.
I wanted it to be a surprise.
I'm gonna go for a swim. You wanna come?
No, I think I need a nap. I'm sorry if I've been a little bit cranky, honey.
Sorry if I've been. I'll join you in a minute. Just gotta cool off first.
Sweetheart,
Yeah.
don't forget your trunks.
How's the water?
It's nice. You coming in?
Yeah. I just have to change. So
Come on. Water feels infinitely more pleasant against bare skin.
it's freezing.
I can tell, Shrivel Dick. I can barely see it.
Hey! Ow! Fucking, ow. I'm here! Yoo-hoo!
You look old, Ted.
Old.
Like you've aged about 5 years since New Year's. You can see it in your eyes and around your chin. Men age around the eyes.
Are you saying I look haggard?
No, just older than you are. Have you ever thought about an eye tuck?
Is this the same rallying feminist I knew in high school? You don't believe in plastic surgery.
People change. I'm a realist now. We live in an image-conscious society. Looking good wins you love, wealth, and social status. Can't pretend those things don't matter. Even had some work done myself recently.
Bam, baby!
Hey, right?
Wow, you are looking good.
So are you. I like your hair.
Really? You like it?
Mm-hmm.
I need to hear that. I've been on this endless cycle of self-destructive obsession, and because my body image has suffered endlessly since Sledge left me, and all I do is eat and cry and sleep, and that fucker.
What happened?
I shouldn't go into it. I've been counseled to avoid speaking his name entirely. 'Cause if I go into what Sledge did to me, I'll just... I can't.
Where'd you have it done?
Yes.
I'm not gonna guess.
Well, come closer then, and you can guess by touching. Warmer. Warmer. Very hot now. Bingo! A tummy tuck.
No.
How does it feel?
Feels like it worked. How come there are no scars?
Because everything between your hungry, groping fingers is 100% natural.
He ripped me apart and threw away the key. He tore me to shreds and left me flat on my flabby ass, tired and alone on a deserted street corner.
You calling my girlfriend fat?
No. I just wanted you to admit that you enjoyed having your hands around my paunchless tummy.
Alex, Bev and I, we,
Got engaged? I know.
how'd you know?
I saw the champagne in the card in your room. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Hate that fucker for fucking me over. Fuck.
Glad to see you're coping.
No. Obviously, not all of us are familiar with the pain of the patriarchy.
What does the patriarchy have to do with this?
He left me because he said I was too fat.
What?
He said that when we first started dating, he found my paunch attractive, but that it just got too big to be cute anymore.
I'm still not getting what this has to do with the patriarchy.
He marginalized her, honey. Sounds like he was an A1 asshole, Rach. You deserve better than that.
Because he said she was fat doesn't mean he's an asshole. Maybe he was trying to help her improve her self-image. He must have done some nice things for you, Rach.
He bought me 9 weeks at Jenny Craig.
What you doing?
Snooping.
Yeah.
I remember that picture being taken.
You're really worked up about this, aren't you?
Do you think he'll even speak to me?
I don't think he would have invited us here if he still held a grudge or kept this picture.
I just wish he'd get here already. Suspense is killing me.
Careful what you wish for. Come on, let's go say hi. Jonah?
Jonah.
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 You look good.
Yeah, incredible.
Hot as shit.
Ted, how have you been?
I've been good. I've been real good.
Been a long time.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
So, where have you been?
You guys didn't get my note?
No, I think she means where have you been? Like, for the last decade?
Yeah. God. Kind of a long story. I don't really know where to start.
Well, how about a hug?
I'm kind of. Oh. Watch out. So.
Can't believe he came into my life and my heart is so weak and fragile.
Are you attracted to him?
I have a vagina, don't I?
Are you asking me or telling me? Bev, this is unbelievable. Our sad, shy, acne chum Jonah has blossomed into the Marlboro Man. So he has a nose pierce and a tattoo. It doesn't make him inherently more attractive. Okay, he's hot.
Place really looks great. So shocked to get your letter. I thought your mom sold it after your dad died.
Yeah, he left it to me in the will.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't been able to spend much time up here recently, so when I heard about Fritz and Gina's wedding, I figured perfect opportunity to get back together, you know? Oh, congratulations on your engagement, by the way.
How did you find out, by the way?
Grapevine. Your mom's real proud of you.
That's an ass.
Angus beef, prime choice. Mm.
You two are unreal. You sound like two horny construction workers.
I wouldn't mind spending some time with two horny construction workers.
Poor Bev's having a hard time diverting her wandering eyes. She's ridden with guilt over her attraction to Mr. Big Stuff. Hey, I don't have to scope Jonah's ass. Ted's ass works just fine for me. I hate to break it to you, Bev, but Ted's ass is flat and boring. Not unlike his personality. So that would explain why you couldn't keep your hands off it in the lake today. Hey.
So how's law school?
I hate it. I really want to get out. I'd like to travel and teach, but my parents, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, 28's a rough age for a kid.
So how was bail?
It's all right. You could be a ski bum. There was no one around to call you a societal misfit.
You really like that? Being a ski bum?
Yeah. Yeah, I did for a while. I mean, then it got boring. I started to wonder if there was anything else I cared about.
Was there?
I didn't know. Thought for a while about maybe joining the Peace Corps, but then I realized that's just not a dodging mechanism. I just couldn't deal with the prospect. Getting in a suit, doing some mindless office job 40 hours a week.
Do you think he wears a cock ring?
What's a cock ring? It rings when... not quite, honey. It's a ring slips around it like jewelry.
No, it's more like to make it bigger. It makes them look semi-erect all the time.
Why would someone want to be semi-erect all the time? Because men think women like men with big cocks.
Yeah.
Stupid. It's like for guys who are ashamed of their capacities, you know, like a push-up bra for boys.
I like mine big, though. Sledge, he was stacked.
Never got painful.
Well, happened to be something of a Holland Tunnel myself, so...
Oh, Rachel.
Jonah, he really came out of his shell, didn't he? I mean, remember those eyesides he wore buttoned up all the way to the car?
Oh, God, and those blue and yellow zip sneakers. Remember he had that mucus problem? He used to drain his nostrils into the toilet through that tube.
That wasn't Jonah, Bev. That was me.
I just think it's wild you're winding up with somebody you've known all your life. I mean, I didn't keep in touch with anybody from grade school.
Yeah, we were awful to you.
Yeah, it was an isle of misery for a while there. I didn't really think I'd make it through 8th grade.
Kids are mean. I was mean.
Yeah, I was fucked up about it. I had a real rough time for a while. High school's no picnic for anybody, right?
Right.
It seems like another lifetime, almost, you know? Before that, I mean, when we were here, that summer, that was the best time of my life, man. I'm never gonna forget that.
Me neither. I miss it. Yeah, but we all romanticize our youth, right? Make it out to be better than it was because it's too sad to admit that at times it was awful.
Yeah, and then when we realize when we're romanticizing our youth, we point out the fact that we're romanticizing it, make ourselves feel better. Exactly.
There are two types of women, those who understand men and those who don't. The ones who do will never be disappointed because they're smart enough not to expect too much out of any man. The ones who don't will always have their hearts broken because they'll always expect more than any man can give.
There are two kinds of people in the world. Those who say there are two kinds of people and those who don't.
There's only one kind of man.
Don't you think that's a little reductive? If you want to understand men, you have to stay with one long enough to give him a chance. If you don't give a man a chance to show his decency, you'll always be disappointed. I'm not saying you shouldn't give him a chance. I'm saying that you shouldn't be engaged. How did you find out? It's supposed to be a secret.
I saw Jonah's card. And I have to level with you, Bev. I think this is a little premature.
I'm in love. I want to spend my life with him.
I can see how he'd feel that way about you, but Bev, I'm going nuts for you. Don't you think it's kind of anti-feminist to settle down so early, to cut yourself off before you've even decided what you want to do in life?
Well, we're not all like you. I'm a one-guy kind of girl. And besides, when I hear all these awful tales about being single in the 90s, it kind of depresses me. You're just hitting your head against a brick wall over and over again.
Getting married, you have to admit, does put certain bolts on certain doors of your life. People will think you two are lame, fat-ass couch potatoes with no lives and no ambitions, scared to get a taste of the real dating world, scared to let yourselves be free. And you will never be able to fuck anyone ever again. And men will look at you in bars, and some of them will be so fine, and they'll undress you with their eyes. And then Ted will come out of the bathroom, tugging on your arm, saying, "Honey, Free Willy 2 starts in 20 minutes, and I want to get good seats." You're about to Siamese twin yourself to someone who might turn out to be the wrong one. You'll have kids and realize you're no longer in love, and then you'll have to ruin the lives of your beautiful children, ultimately killing any chance they may have for finding true love in their adult lives. They'll go through dysfunctional relationship after dysfunctional relationship, and it will all be on your heads.
Cheesecake. Yes. Cheesecake, cheesecake, cheesecake.
I think we're ready.
Sorry.
Oh, somebody's dressed up tonight.
Oh, very hot, Bev. Amazing what a little eyeliner can do for a prim Chris like you.
Leave me alone.
What's the occasion?
Just dinner.
I don't think so at all. Don't underestimate the power of self-invention.
I'm not saying you can't disguise yourself a little. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, it comes out that we are who we were as kids. Our personalities develop at like 3, and we're 3 for the rest of our lives. Don't you agree, Ted?
Well, I'm with Alex. I think humans are the masters of self-invention. That's how serial killers and child molesters can move into town and nobody knows, because people believe you are who you tell them you are.
I don't think any of us could recognize a child molester if he moved into the neighborhood.
Probably be dating him.
Yeah.
No one's touched their meat.
I'm dieting.
I'm a vegetarian.
Yeah, me too.
You're a vegetarian?
Yeah, does that surprise you?
When did you become one?
In Vail, I had some friends who were vegetarian, and I just started thinking about how unnecessary meat is to the human diet, and how meat eating basically stems from the patriarchy.
Wait, what is it with the patriarchy today? What the hell does sexism have to do with vegetarianism?
Oh, that's an easy one, Ted. Meat eating and abuse to women both stem from the same patriarchal worldview. I mean, man was put on earth to dominate and conquer. Every time you eat meat, you're complicit in a cycle of destruction.
Henry Rollins is a vegetarian.
Don't you think that argument's a little over the top? I eat meat because it tastes good.
Nothing is that simple, Bev. You have to interrogate the systems of power that govern our society. You can't just take them all at face value.
So are you saying I can't be a feminist and a meat eater at the same time?
No. He's saying that it's naive not to think about where traditions like meat eating came from. And once you really start to understand the patriarchal worldview, you'll realize that things like eating meat, which you might view as normal, are neither normal nor sensible or operating independently from destructive power paradigms.
I just lost my appetite.
Where did you find that? The green monster. Ew.
I found it on the top shelf of the cupboard when I was cleaning up. I couldn't believe it either. This thing outlived my old man.
Yeah, 'cause it tastes like bull piss.
You know what this means, don't you? We gotta play the game.
What, you don't mean...
Yes, I do. Who's in?
I am.
Good. Rach?
Okay.
Bev?
Yep.
Ted?
I suppose you all will ridicule me if I say no.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Then I'm in.
Chin chin.
So who wants to spin first?
I think Ted should. Good idea. It'll be a less violating experience. That way you can start out by giving tongue instead of taking it.
Wait a minute, we're playing tongue?
Of course we're playing tongue. Same rules.
This is infantile.
No one's disagreeing with you.
Knew it would be you.
You were hoping.
No, I just knew it. Bottle picks up on who wants to be chosen.
Okay, time's up. You can spin again if you want.
Why would I want to spin again?
But it's just I don't think anyone should have to kiss anyone they don't want to kiss.
No, that's the whole point of the game.
And besides, Rachel says I don't want to kiss you.
Ray, you get me, Rach. My lips are dying for some female trouble. Player.
You aren't really jealous.
No. Do you wish I was?
Yeah?
I'm not, though.
You said that already.
Ah! Should we make him spin again?
No, you can't do that.
I say we leave it up to Bev.
Oh, let him kiss me. It'll be a relief for him. Is that how you do it at home?
Yeah, I thought we were gonna get to see some action.
Maybe Bev's getting it someplace else. Maybe I am. Your turn, Alex. Come on, baby, I'm ready for you. Show me that phone sex operators aren't all talk.
You're a phone sex operator?
I was for a few months when I first moved to Berkeley.
That is so fucking cool. You asked for it.
I was kind of kidding.
Don't try and get out of this, Bev. Who the bottle chooses, the bottle gets.
Yes, sweetheart, if you give it out, you better be prepared to take it.
Besides, we can't end this game without a little girl-on-girl voyeuristic stimulation for us porn-purveying pricks here.
Ow.
That was so indigo.
So Madonna Sandra.
So Sarah Jessica.
Too wet for me.
What?
You kiss so sloppy, Alex. Is that how your posse of slacker junkie admirers likes it? No, that's just how Ted likes it, didn't you know?
Why don't you spin, Bev?
I didn't mean to offend her. I just think it's funny that she, of the phone sex, modern dancer, Northern California, sexual precociousness, turns out to kiss like a sad, lonely dog.
I think you should spin, Bev.
I'm hitting it big tonight. First a slobbering girl, and then my own boring, paranoid boyfriend.
Boring.
It's not fun playing spin the ball and having to kiss you twice.
Thanks for sharing, honey.
Don't bite me if you're in such a pissy mood. Don't even try to get out of this one.
Yeah. How about a little voyeuristic stimulation for us porn-purveying pussies here?
I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. I just thought maybe Jonah would be uncomfortable.
It takes a lot more than that to make me uncomfortable.
Just like old times, huh?
Where are you going?
Oh, upstairs. That's about the most regression I can take for one evening. I congratulate you all. You've proven yourselves to be lonely, miserable, self-doubting losers who can only get their aggression out by cloaking it in teenage games. And my sweet girlfriend, you've proven that Alex isn't the only foul-mouthed slut in the bunch.
I'm gonna go take a dip. And maybe see if I can retrieve the bottle.
I should check on Dad.
We were enjoying ourselves.
Can I help it if I get a little sick of watching 3 intelligent grown women kiss Jonah's ass just because he's pierced? Watching you try and outdo Alex by being as shocking as she is?
I said some stupid things. I'm sorry.
You wish you were like her. You wish you talked that way. You wish you had a foul mouth. So pathetic she could bring this side out of you, this clamoring nerd in the corner yearning to be the school slut.
Alex speaks her mind. I could learn
She's not
from that.
speaking her mind. She's saying what she thinks will impress people. It's pathetic. I knew we shouldn't have come here. I'm so sick of being in this fucking house with this fucking wedding. I'm sick of this game playing.
Fine.
Where are you going?
Game playing.
Oh. Damn. I should go to bed. I'm in no state to fall for anybody so soon after Sledgehammered me. I have to challenge my dependencies. So go to bed. But he said he liked kissing me. That means something. That means something, right? Oh, but I'm projecting. He does not want me. I'm being ridiculous.
So forget about it then.
But I want him. Ow! I'm hungry down there. My id is very potent right now. I have to go for it. But what if he doesn't want me? What if he rejects me?
At least you'll get the chance to see him naked up close.
Good point.
Is he recovered?
Not really.
Why was he so upset?
I don't know. I think the engagement thing is getting to him.
I like the game. Of course, I'm just a lonely old whore who kisses like a Saint Bernard. I lap that shit up.
He actually said that to you?
Yep. You know what's sick? I still miss him, even though I know he was a dick to me.
What was so special about him?
I don't know, he was just the only guy I ever thought I could fall for. Until recently.
How recently?
Well, pretty. No, I'd have to make that very recently. Very recently, I thought maybe for a second I could fall for somebody else.
Somebody staying at this house?
Somebody swimming in this lake.
What would you do if someone as hot as Jonah tried to seduce you?
I don't know.
Bev, you must be prepared for these things.
I guess I'd tell him I was engaged.
Well, what if he pouted and made puppy dog eyes?
What would you do then?
I don't know. I know. You'd know the right thing to do. You'd explain that you were in love with someone else, and eventually he'd give up and walk away with his tail between his legs. God, I admire your consistency of mind.
Ah, full moon, huh?
Yeah.
What a dumb thing to say. Why did I say that? It
What?
doesn't mean anything, you
It's just
know?
something to say.
Yeah, I guess. What? Nothing.
No, what is it?
Answer me honestly. Did you really want to kiss me just now?
Yeah?
Because for some reason, the way you were kissing me, it was like you weren't really there. It was like you were just going through the motions.
I wasn't just going through the motions. You look like you should be kissed, so I kissed you.
I'm not a charity case.
I'm trying to make you happy. You look so sad.
You just don't do that. You don't treat someone like a wounded deer just because they look like one.
Rachel.
You know, you're not as hot as you think you are, Jonah. And that nose pierce makes you look like a bull. You should thank God when girls swoon over you, you know? Feel lucky, because someday you're gonna get old and titted, and women will pass you on the streets and sneer.
Rachel.
No, piss off. Sledge?
Ted?
All right, you okay? You know, I really worry about you sometimes.
Me?
Yeah. These guys you let yourself get so attached to, they're killing you.
No, I'm fine. I was just acting.
So that was all just a performance.
I had to get Sledge back somehow, so I called up all the pain and heartache I've been feeling, and I just released it all over the phone line. Yeah.
Did it work?
Well, we'll see. I feel a lot better, though. Have you ever thought about acting, Ted?
No. Why?
It's just one of the best I've ever known.
What do you mean?
Remember when we were kids and we would sit eating cereal at this very counter? Remember?
Yeah.
We had every kind of cereal to choose from. Dozens of boxes.
Right.
What kind of cereal did you always eat?
I don't remember.
Oatmeal. You always ate oatmeal. Do you remember why?
Because I liked it?
No, your parents made you eat oatmeal. You weren't allowed to eat any sugar cereal, not even Raisin Bran.
They were mean, weren't they?
Very. Especially since the rest of us were allowed to eat whatever we wanted, right, Freddie?
What does this have to do with acting?
Every morning, there you were, little Lawrence Olivier, eating his oatmeal like it was the best stuff in the world. This should have put you on the front of the box.
It wasn't that bad.
You can admit it, Ted. You're 28 years old now. Would you please just finally admit that you hate oatmeal?
Okay, I hate it. And I hate them for making me eat it.
It's good.
That does feel better.
That's not the sad thing.
No?
No. The sad thing is that even when your parents left and Jonah's dad took care of us, and you could have had any cereal you wanted, you still only ate oatmeal.
Going for the Oscar.
You're so convincing that we all kept trying it on a weekly basis because you had me so afraid that I was missing something. apart.
I wasn't hurting anybody. I mean, oatmeal's good for you. It's better than...
Yes, you were, Ted. You know, everything your parents said was good for you, you ate up and pretended to like. And instead of the oatmeal, it became the football team in high school. And then the fraternity of clones in college. And now it's law school. But the weird thing is, I still see that little boy sitting across the counter from me. But now, instead of gobbling down his oatmeal with a big smile, little Olivier seems to be poking at it a little and glancing ever so slightly into other people's bowls.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Where'd that all come from?
You said you worried about me? Well, I worry about you too.
The cold and lonely man.
The pissed and pissy is more like it.
You know, Ted, I have to tell you, it was very exciting to watch two hot men kiss. I don't get too many opportunities to see that.
Alex, I bet you could get two hot-blooded men to do just about anything you wanted.
Where do you get all these ideas about my sex life? I am not a slut.
And I was on my way home from the video store. I'd rented something really depressing. It was, The Killing Fields. So, she crossed the street towards me, and she smiled as we passed each other. And I knew her from somewhere, but I couldn't place her, so I kept walking. And then it came to me, this image of her at like 13, climbing a rock. And so I turned around, and as I'm walking back towards her, she's coming towards me. And we just stood there for a while, just smiling, like not saying anything. And that was it. That was when I knew.
In that one moment.
Mm-hmm. In that one moment. She came back home with me. We watched the movie. She got really into it, depressed. And I just sat there smiling, like giggling. Because at that one moment, I knew that it was the beginning of the beginning.
Bev?
I know.
You know what I'm gonna say?
I think so, yeah.
Do you like what you think you know I'm gonna say?
Yeah. I like it. And I think you know what I would do if you said what I think I know you're gonna say.
Then do I even really have to say it?
No. Jonah?
But it reaches a point when it changes, and it's not the same anymore.
How is it different?
Well, you realize that you've been sleeping with someone for so long that your body curves to hers in your sleep, and you walk down the street alone and your arm feels funny at your side because it's so used to being around somebody's waist. And then sometimes I wonder, when was it I grew into this other half? And who was I before I was we?
And that scares you?
Well, yeah. Because at that moment you realize that nothing you do or say is without consequences for this other person. And you can't just wake up one day and untangle yourself because it might drive someone else into the ground. So you stay, and it only gets more entwined. And pretty soon you pick up these new mannerisms, and they become your own. And pretty soon you don't know which mannerisms are yours and which are hers. And sometimes I don't know who I am.
Trying so hard to move my feet, but
I don't.
Oh, please don't stop.
Alex, this isn't right. I don't believe in betrayal.
Well, I can believe for the both of us.
No, Alex.
Ted, the road to ultimate human tranquility is not paved with the heads of good girlfriends.
What?
Hope I'm not interrupting.
I'm gonna go back up and check on Beth.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm packing.
I thought you unpacked this afternoon.
I'm getting ready for bed.
Listen, sorry about before, about fighting with you. I was stupid.
It's okay.
It's so crazy this weekend, seeing Jonah again after all this time. It's made me really off balance.
Really, it's fine.
Kiss me.
What?
Kiss me. You want to kiss me?
No, I do. It's just,
I can't believe this. You don't want to kiss me?
honey.
Why? Oh, forget it.
I feel sick. Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a little weird.
He kisses me, right?
Right.
And I can feel that there's nothing there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why he's kissing me, but I know it's not because he's hot for me. You know? And I think to myself, how can some people just give it up? Like it's a nothing gift, you know? Like proffer it, like it's a cookie or something, you know? When their heart isn't even in it. Do they think we don't have feelings, that we don't care what their reasons are?
Jonah, listen, about the game.
Don't sweat it.
I just don't want you to think that I left because of you.
But you did.
I just got freaked about being here with everybody and thinking about the past.
Look, it's strange for all of us.
I'm not proud of what I did to you. But I never meant to be a source of misery for you.
It wasn't just you.
But I never defended you. You were my best friend, and I abandoned you. I encouraged them to ridicule you because it made me feel safe. Like I was on the other side. It was like tease or be teased, and I chose tease.
I hated you for a long time.
You hate me now?
I hate him now. He makes me so mad. He's such a pompous fuck.
Rach, I think you should just let it go. Because I got to thinking, maybe there was another reason why you didn't feel any chemistry when he kissed you.
What do you mean?
Maybe there was a greater reason. Maybe there was something about you that he wasn't into.
What, like he's an anti-Semite?
Ted, it was the 8th grade. I can't hold that stuff over your head forever. I moved on. I got through it. It's okay now.
They're cutting me up inside this whole weekend. It's silly, I guess. Maybe it's this whole engagement thing. Makes me question everything I do, like whether I'm a good enough person for Bev to marry, given the terrible things I've done in the past.
Well, maybe you're just not ready to be engaged.
And what is it here this weekend? Why is everybody on my case?
Maybe we're all on your case because you radiate such misery. We all just want you to be happier.
No, nobody wants me to be happier. Alex just wants to get laid. Bev just wants to show me she's not afraid to talk dirty. And you... How do you want me to be happier?
Well, I'm not talking about religion, Rachel. Just think. What larger category of human being do you belong to that you just might not dig?
Manic depressive?
No.
Codependent?
Keep trying.
Fat chick?
One.
Fat people?
Closer.
Chicks?
Bingo.
I'm drunk.
I'm not.
This is crazy.
You really want to stop?
I don't know.
I'll give you a minute to think about it.
No, I don't know if I want to know what this could be.
Don't worry about that now.
I have to worry about that now.
No one's forcing you to do anything.
Why do I feel like you are?
I don't believe it.
Believe it.
Damn, I should have known from the piercings. My gaydar is usually pretty keen, you know.
Well, it wasn't working tonight.
Wait, is that why Ted got so mad when I said it was just like old times?
Hello.
Oh, man. You mean you think it's true? Those rumors?
Well, it sure makes sense now, doesn't it?
Do you think Bev knows?
She must.
Do you think she cares that he used to...
These are 13.
So it all comes out. So if Jonah did that and now he's... Where does that leave Ted?
What do we do now?
We could do it again.
It stopped. The rain.
Yeah, I know.
I gotta talk to Bev.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell I'm gonna say to her, but I gotta talk to her.
Yeah, it's a good idea. But, Ted, before you do that,
Yeah?
there's one little piece of information I think you probably should know.
You cocksucker. I mean, you son of a bitch.
Don't fly off the handle.
I mean, a guy does not do that to another guy. You don't just go fucking somebody's girlfriend. You just don't do that.
I was coerced.
By who? By Bev? No, Bev doesn't know how to seduce. She's not like that.
She's not the Pollyanna you think she is. She coaxed me into your bedroom and then she starts devouring my neck. She was into the left side and you're kind of more into the right. It's cute though. You're both neckers.
Don't tell me you couldn't have stopped it.
Yeah, I could have. But I wanted to prove something to both of you.
What?
That you're not ready to get engaged. Neither of you were prepared to commit yourselves to one another for eternity. She's not the woman you think she is.
Was she good?
She's a chick.
Let's go to bed.
Okay.
Mom. Mom, I need it.
I slept with Jonah.
I know. So did I.
You okay?
My
Sure you're okay?
Leave me alone.
How'd you sleep last night?
Fine. Alex tells me you're gay. Green?
And how did she know?
She's Alex. I think it's great that you're gay.
I didn't win anything.
I think it's just great that you're open enough and brave enough to be who you are. But man, Jonah, next time a woman in need confesses her desires to you, you best pipe up right away, or you're gonna break somebody's heart. Women are delicate beings.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I should have said something. It's just not always that easy to know how to say it.
Morning, Bev. Did you hear Jonah's gay? Sure did. Who told you?
Ted did. Ted and Jonah had a long talk last night. Right, Jonah?
Well, geez. Everybody knew except me. Boy, am I an idiot. What's the matter with her?
Cream?
I drink it black.
Milk?
I said I drink it black.
Sugar?
Fuck you.
Pancake?
No. I feel ill. Those pancakes smell incredible. I'm starved.
Bev's not hungry.
I'm hungry.
You're always hungry.
Someone's touchy this morning.
I threw up last night.
From the drinks?
Yeah, from drinking. Drinking always makes me sick. It's funny how some people can just drink and they never throw up. They just keep on drinking.
Cream?
Thanks.
Butter?
Love some.
You two are disgusting.
Morning.
Morning.
Bev's not hungry and Jonah's gay.
Coffee? Sure.
Pass the cream.
Sugar?
A little.
Is a lump okay?
I'd love a lump.
Can you pass the pancakes?
I sure can. Jonah's the best pancake passer around.
Sure you aren't running a temperature, Bev?
No. I'm not the hot one. I'm not the one with the sick, cold sweat. I'm not feverish, but I know some other people who are. Who was the better lay, Jonah?
What?
Who was the better lay?
Did she just ask?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jonah, I think that you should answer us.
I'm not gonna answer that question.
So he was better?
Oh, of course he was. He has a dick. How could I compete with a dick? I don't have a dick.
Bev?
Shut up, Ted. You fucked my boyfriend, you scheming, skinny faggot. Take a guy who's engaged. It doesn't matter. He's gay inside. Just pound the pancake. When you're gay, everyone's gay. It's just a world full of tidy whities to you, isn't it? Isn't it? What's going on?
Take a wild guess.
This is bullshit. I don't need to sit here and take this homophobic crap. Your little bitch poodle doesn't get out much, does she, Ted? And Bev, you give lousy head. You might want to take a lesson from your boyfriend.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Sorry you had to hear that crap.
Yeah, I'm sorry, too.
She's just upset. She's taking all her anger towards me out on you because it's easier for her to hate you than me.
Why are you defending her?
Because she's my girlfriend.
I don't see how you could marry somebody like that.
She's just hurting.
Yeah, well, I'm hurting, too, and I didn't show her any disrespect.
Why are you hurting?
We both know you're gonna get right back to her as if nothing ever happened. She'll forgive you because she'd rather have you through a lie than not have you at all.
How do you know that's what's gonna happen?
Because you're a coward, Ted. You couldn't hack a week of having a boyfriend. Being seen in public with a male lover. You haven't changed a whit since 8th grade. You're just as scared as you always were.
If I were scared, I wouldn't have done last night.
Last night was the easy part. Making a choice, that's the hard part. Make a choice, Ted.
I need more time to think.
Yeah, well, there isn't any time. Make up your mind.
Yeah, Ted, make up your mind. I can forgive you for last night if it was a one-time thing. But I can't stay with you if you don't love me. And I don't know anymore if you do. Just tell me that you love me, and we can work through this.
I didn't know you were gonna do that.
I didn't either.
If you think for one tiny millisecond that I will ever consider taking you back, you're not just a faggot, but a deluded dodo. I will never speak to you again as long as I live. And Ted, when I get word that you've gotten your first positive test result, I'm gonna throw myself one hell of an all-night fiesta. You two can go straight to hell in a handbasket and it'll please the fuck out of me. Ted, I can't believe you just let her go like that.
You're the one who gave me the oatmeal speech.
I didn't tell you all that to make you give up Bev. I told you all that to make you think hard about what you really wanted. You didn't think hard enough.
Maybe I did.
So what do we do now?
I guess we go to the wedding.
Jonah. You didn't plan any of this, did you?
I don't
know what you're talking about.
No, of course not. Let's get out of here. The place is giving me the creeps. God, I feel so guilty.
Why?
For contributing so blatantly to Jonah's cause.
What did you do?
Bullied them the moment they came in. Trash talking marriage, even though I knew they'd just gotten engaged. Flirting with Ted. Disrespecting any monogamous relationship because I'm too afraid to have one myself. First guy I see at this wedding that looks my way, I'm just gonna throw myself at him. Let him rip out my heart and throw away the key.
Yeah?
Yeah. You do know that doesn't make any sense, right?
What?
What you said about Sledge. Ripped out my heart and threw away the key. It's a little odd.
Good point, though.
Well, guess it's just you and me.
Not quite. I'm going back to Philly.
What?
I live in Philadelphia.
But I thought...
Nah, I gotta go back. I'm not really in the mood for a wedding anyway. Helping celebrate your and Bev's engagement's about as much fun as I can handle in a weekend.
What's going on?
I'm leaving. I got the place rented out for the rest of the month come Monday. You're more than welcome to stay till then. I'll see you around.
Wait, but...
You are just as naive as you always were. You think I'd want to spend another hour alone with you? Kid who got the whole grade to call me fag and queer for 2 years straight. Spend the rest of my life with someone who cut me because he couldn't hack the stigma and then turned his ridiculers on me? That was right. You're a dodo. A sucker.
You told me you forgave me.
My family had to move away because of you. You took away my friends. You made me hate myself. Do you know how long it took me to be able to look in the mirror and not hear those names? Time doesn't heal anything. That idiom is bullshit.
Wait, let me get this straight. This is all just revenge for the 8th grade?
No, Ted. You still don't get it, do you? You're still the same fucking kid with no clues to who you really are. Well, now, maybe you'll have a little time to think about it.
He's a monster.